We are going to pick right back up where we left off with Eclipse, who upon their rooftop perch has noticed the garden of squiggling plants with what appear to be heart rate monitors on them. What would you like to do with that scene before you?
Do I make the connection that those are the ones that have been supposedly attached to the superheroes that have been through the portals?
Okay, so I'm not gonna say your character knows that's 100% what they are. However, I would say being able to kind of recognize them as some sort of heart monitoring device, you might be getting that sinking pit in your stomach where you're not quite sure of the answer and you're not really sure if you want to find out.
I guess I just look around. Are there any figures around?
This
Looking down.
Yeah, this area, as stated, is kind of like a park almost, but it's not a very large park. It doesn't look like it's being particularly monitored by anybody. It's not like it has guards or anything like that. People do pass by it, but it's not under any sort of real scrutiny.
Okay. Then I will open a teeny little portal and reach into it, and then the second half of the portal opens by where the plants are, and I'm gonna try to snatch one of the monitors.
Give me
It's a bad idea.
Give me danger. Roll danger, please, for directly engage a threat.
Oh, shit. Okay. Not very good.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Remember to mark potential.
I'll need it.
As you reach out, I'm assuming you were attempting to grab one of the monitors, or were you just trying to grab the plant in of itself?
One of the monitors itself, yeah.
As you reach down to grab as you reach through the portal to grab it, the plant-like thing reacts to your presence, or to your hand's presence, and wraps itself around your arm about 5 to 6 times, and then you feel the pressure of it squeezing your arm. It's not painfully tight, but it is firm, and it begins to pull, as if trying to pull the rest of you towards it.
No, I'm gonna pull back.
Go ahead and give me one more direct danger roll here.
This will be very good.
So,
okay.
On a 7, 8, 9, pick one. Resist or avoid their blows. Take something from them, create an opportunity, or impress, surprise the opposition. Unfortunately, I don't think you can suppress or surprise a plant very well, so I'm gonna mark that one off. It just doesn't make a lot of sense.
Oh,
And you don't really have any opportunities to create for allies, since your allies aren't here.
would resisting their blows be like me getting free, or
It would be not being pulled all the way through your portal.
okay? Let's be risky. Let's take the monitor.
Absolutely. However, as you kind of twist your arm and are able to get your hand on the monitor, I'm gonna need you to take a powerful blow. As Eclipse maneuvers her arm, the uncomfortable tightness of this plant wrapped around her arm suddenly begins to burn.
Never give up, never surrender.
Okay.
And probably not that inspires the team because I'm alone. Get an opportunity. You know what? I'll roll first. Come on.
This one you want high.
Yes. Okay.
Excellent. As the plant-like entity begins to secrete what appears to be an acid, how are you going to never give up, never surrender?
As I feel it, the coral crawls like shadow smoky crawl around my arm and then just bounce my whole arm out of there. And I'm gonna do this even matter? I'll get an opportunity against the attacker, I guess.
I would say that is definitely the escape. Your opportunity to actually escape there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're able to Eclipse. You now hold one of these heart rate monitors in your hand. Your arm, while you avoided most of the damage, your skin is irritated at the very least. Your sleeve, if it was pulled down, is charred and eaten through. There's holes in it.
Okay. What does it look like? Heart rate monitor.
Very tame reaction to having stuff melt through your arm.
This'll be expensive.
There's several different varieties. These are more the wristband variety.
Mm-hmm.
So, essentially kind of looks like a watch.
Okay. Oh.
Need a moment to think about it?
Yeah, I have a crazy plan. I need a moment to think about it.
Crazy plan. Just do it. Just do it.
Coriolis,
Yes.
where we last left you in Augury, you were examining a, let's just call it energy plant, where they were working on producing more of those large cores of what seemingly seems to be, at least in somewhat relation to Augury's powers.
Right. So, is the cores or the plant itself making the cores just like generating the energy into these batteries, or
I feel
Is
like
it so, or is there some sort of like reaction going on here with like certain materials?
so. Augury, who caught the door being open and before it got closed, Augury would kind of turn to you. There seems to be another portal that they're looks like mining, excavating crystals out of. I'm not.
Hmm.
I'm not exactly sure here.
And so it's the crystals itself coming from these mines going to the plants to make the batteries.
There's a portal into. She kind of fumbles. It seems like they have a portal into the place beyond the wall, and that's where they're getting the crystals from, and that's how they're getting the energy. I'm not. I personally just, when I use my powers, I just use them. They're probably having to do some sort of refining. I don't know. This is a little bit beyond what the book had in it.
Well, then let's take a closer look then. And then Coriolis just kind of like shuffles forward a bit, inches a bit closer and closer and closer.
Using the glamour that was provided, as long as you don't move too fast, you are good. You get up to roughly about where... So, actually, let me ask this question. This is a rather large warehouse. Are you just walking up to, let's say, one of the cargo doors? Or are you going to try to go through into the warehouse through more, instead of having to leap up where they're dropping off the stuff and then transporting it out? Are you going to try to go through the building as, let's say, a normal worker? Or what's the plan here?
Definitely as like a normal worker. I mean, I don't want to look like too suspicious, but I still want to be like, walk around, like act like I know what I'm doing. Get my little clipboard and a pen. I don't have those, but you know what I mean. If you
Yes.
have those two, you just belong.
All right, since there's not really a stealth roll here, give me an assess the situation. Basically, this is how well you're assessing what's going on around yourself so you can blend in. If that makes sense.
Okay. Or maybe like, well, I don't know how mundane. Maybe mundane to them, perhaps. I'll do assess.
You're like, I would rather roll.
I missed it anyway.
All right.
Yes, let me roll my -2 stats where I can get potential.
As you begin to make your way, one of the workers, you're not quite sure what position or anything like that, kind of looks at you and goes, I don't recognize your face. What, can I help you with something?
I just got here. New hire. Hi. Yeah. Maybe you could help me. I don't really. I need to be tasked. What should I do?
New hire?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Zebulon. Zebulon Vermilion. How you doing?
Gives you a very stern look. And your friend there?
He Coriolis just kind of like turns. I guess new too? I don't know. I mean, I don't recognize their face either. I don't recognize your face. I'm new here, so.
Let me call HR. Which I realize is a funny way to say it because that means human resources, but I can't think of another department. It would be HR, but like obviously we're not dealing with humans here, so just go with me on this.
Hospitality resources. There you go.
There we
That's
go.
what HR means.
Sure. Yeah, let me go ahead and get in contact with hospitality resources. They're the ones that handle all new hires. They'll be able to sort this out for you. And they move over. They move over to a small device that doesn't look like any phone that you've ever seen, but they seem to be able to communicate through it just fine by just touching it.
Coriolis just kind of says to himself under his breath.
All right. They've told me that you need to wait here until they arrive.
Yeah, but like, I kind of want to work. That's why I'm here. Otherwise, I could have just been just doing something else.
Yes, but as you very well stated, you don't know what your job... You don't have a task. You don't know who you're supposed to be shadowing.
So task me doing something here. I'll stay here and work. And then when HR comes, I'll be working. And they can stop me to ask questions and then ruin productivity. Because you don't trust them.
They pause and they stare at you, utterly confused. Why would you think I have any work for you? Like, I'm...
Because you're a valuable member. You're an experienced and valuable member of this place, aren't you not? You're my superior, technically, in experience.
That's like saying...
And superiors always have to stand up for the new and the lowly and give them good, honest, fulfilling work.
You're technically... yeah, I was going to say... Yeah. I feel like this is provoke.
Yes. A full hit.
They rise to the bait. All right, well, I suppose what I could have you and your... I guess new co-worker do is... We are currently in the we're a little bit behind on some transportation stuff. If you can, we have some things that we need taken from one end of the facility to the other. Through this hallway,
yeah, sure, definitely.
Through this hallway here, and he gestures to literally this room is connected to the main warehouse, and it looks like a little bit further on back away from the way you came in. Looks like there might be something else, you're not quite sure. But he's like, you're just taking stuff from there. He points the direction that you're not sure of to the warehouse. There's enough of it, you'll be brought back in here roughly every 4 to 5 ziggurats.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, that sounds fine. That sounds me totally not knowing what a ziggurat is.
And well, I gotta get back to customer complaints, I guess. And then he starts touching that device again, and you assume you are speaking with a customer service representative.
I'm speaking with a customer service representative?
Yes, as he starts touching the thing again, it seems like every time he touches it, his eyes glaze over a little bit as if he's communicating probably through some means that you're not aware of.
I'm still speaking with the customer service representative. It's like, hello. How can I help you? This is Zebulon Vermilion.
Kind of, he looks at you.
Here to take your complaints and anything else that you would like to say in regards to how we served you today. Or given you your products. I'm just trying to like continue talking and talking to make it a little bit unbearable before the customer eventually hopefully cuts me off.
Oh no, I think you misunderstood there. The person
What?
you were talking with is the customer service rep. He's now gone back to answering calls after telling you to transport stuff from one room to another.
Oh, I was confused too. I was like, wait, now all of a sudden I was told to transfer boxes, and now all of a sudden I'm talking with a customer. Like what?
Yeah, no. He's the customer. The person you were talking to is the customer service rep.
Okay. I misunderstood. All right, and then I'm gonna go to the boxes. I'm like, and also turn back to Augury. He's like, do you know what a cigar, whatever they said was, like at all?
Kind of shrugs. Unit of the passage of time, but I don't know what the equation
Well,
is.
I mean, like maybe, but what if it's like distance? Because you know, like how light years is technically a measure of distance.
Honestly, your guess is as good as mine, Coriolis.
Okay, well, let's just get in the warehouse and see what's going on in there.
As you enter, so are you going to the warehouse first, or are you going to the further room?
Uh, actually, let's go to the further room. I would need to do my job.
As you walk down the hallway's straightforward, yet you feel like there were better ways to lay out the building. You feel like there's a lot of unnecessary turns, but it's not like you can get lost. As you round the last corner, it comes into what looks to be a massive storeroom. And literally every crate is humming and crackling with, well, you would say lightning, but you know a little bit better than that. You see,
Yeah,
as soon as you turn
and the
around,
Nova is in this room.
as soon as you turn around, one of the workers in there kind of looks down. They're up on one of the higher shelves, and you just see their eyes shoot wide open. Where is your safety gear? Please put on safety gear before you step any further into this room.
Hello. Uh, I was not given any safety gear.
Of course you're not given it. You have to put it on yourself, and he kind of gestures at the door to your left. That you can't read what it says on the door, but go into that room, get changed, and then wait. Who are you?
Uh, Zebulon Vermilion, new hire. Hospitality Resources just got me in like yesterday. I'm beginning work today.
You know what? Not my monkey, not my circus. Obviously, I'm using some human terms here because I don't want to have to just completely speak gobbledygook. I want something to be at least understandable here and there. Just get your safety gear on and points at Augury. You will need you over on the east side. You take the west side. Both sides have a foreman. You report to them until whenever.
One question. Hospitality Resources didn't really go over this, but are we paid lunch or overtime at all?
Pay? What's pay?
Never mind. Never mind. We'll get right on that.
As you enter into what is essentially a locker room, it does split off, so you have to say goodbye temporarily to Augury. However, there are roughly about 6 to 7 individuals in here getting changed into what you can identify as pretty standard PPE equipment. Or even if it looks a little weird, you're like, oh, this is obviously visor, so on and so forth.
I'm glad to know that the alien people from another dimension have an OSHA and help with PPE and work and stuff like that.
However, as stated, you are not alone in here. There are about 5 to 6 other individuals, some changing in, some changing out. Would you like to converse any, or treat it like I think everybody treats a locker room? You keep your eyes down, get in, get out as fast as humanly possible.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
You're not sure if Augury came out before you or is coming out after you, but there is no sign of her at this time. You just make your way?
Yeah, sure. I mean, Duder told us that she's going to the east side anyway, so if need be, I can just go over there. Get away from my foreman a little bit. Do new hire things, slack off on the first day.
Is that really a new hire thing?
It depends. They get like invincibility frames for infractions for like the first week. And then after a while, it's like, okay, you kind of know better.
You notice that a lot of the work that seems to be happening here is a lot of transporting. You see a lot of people with massive, what equates to giant carts filled with these crates. You see pallet jacks being moved with pallets. You see large crates on forklifts. Like, it is a lot of outgoing rather than any incoming.
Right.
Eventually, you do see somebody that is walking about with a sense of purpose. Roughly, you would put them probably 6'7". But outside of that, they almost pass for human, with the exception of their eyes appear to be squares rather than more oval shaped. They kind of blink at you. How can I assist you?
How can I assist you? I'm new here.
Ah, yes, I think it was mentioned. Okay, well, first of all, I guess I should say welcome to the company. I wasn't
Thank you.
I wasn't aware they were hiring for my area.
Oh well, they just told me that they'll put you wherever we need you. So here I am.
All right. Well, suppose I should get to know a little bit about you. Where are you from?
All right, I'm gonna need some context clues here. Is there any context clues that I could possibly get about from this scenario about where I'm from?
Give me and assess the situation.
Oh man, it's a 9.
So,
The-
context clues here are slim.
Yeah, I figured, but anything helps.
you begin to look at the crates, at the various forms of packaging, essentially. Deep down, Coriolis is hoping, where's a shipping address that I can steal? Essentially. You actually find one that does seem to have some markings on it. However, it also becomes very apparent you don't speak the language either. However, you're very confident you can recreate, if you have a piece of paper, you can recreate the symbols. Basically, I'm giving you a way out, but you're gonna have to get creative with it.
Oh, I have an idea. Does the foreman have an accent or a dialect?
Yes. However, obviously you don't know their dialects, but there is... Obviously, everybody sort of sounds similar. He does sound a little different.
Okay, then I'm going to like do some 5D gaslighting right now. I'm gonna be like, hey, you know, what you mean? You know, like, you don't recognize where I'm from? This is an awful, like, Jersey-ish New York accent I'm pulling on. But that's to simulate that, you know, it's like, we have the same accent, what do you mean? You know, you can't already tell where I'm from, stuff like that.
I feel like this is you're attempting to provoke him, essentially. Provoke him?
What do you mean? No. I mean, like, I don't think it's provoke. It's like, hey, come on, you know, like, we're from the same place. We run around the same blocks, you know?
Well, I mean, technically, if you read provoke here, you're trying to get them to say what you're trying to get them.
Questions.
Yeah.
Stop being silly, you know? All right. Oh, it's a 7. That's still a hit.
Oh.
So they could either take the bait or they could do one of the other 3.
Ooh. You know what? Just because you mentioned it was a bad accent. Are you making fun of my accent? Are you really that callous? Gain influence over them.
Yes!
As they overreact, they become very defensive about the way you're talking.
I'm gonna mark that. Get influence on the foreman.
Of the east side. Because you said you were heading over to the east to avoid going where you needed to go.
Oh no, I thought I was going to west.
Okay, well, that's fine.
I said if I wanted to find her, I'd go
Okay.
east.
Fair enough, sorry. Okay, then yes, west.
I have influence over the west side foreman. Let's go. What you mean? What you mean I'm making fun of you? Why would I make fun of you? I just got here. You're my boss.
You see, he's literally bristling. He's like, you better knock that off right this moment.
Knock what off? What are you gonna do, man? I just came here to work.
HR, hospitality, better come get this guy out of my segment.
Hey, listen. Why don't we just? I'm sorry. All right. I mean no offense. Myself. If it was in the way I acted or how I was dressed.
I love the fact that you've went from.
If I gave you a funny look, but like, you know, come on. I'm just trying to, you know, be productive.
You went from New York to Southern there for a second.
That wasn't really Southern.
There was a little bit of a Southern twang coming in.
That was me. That was probably me a little bit.
You see that crate there? And he points at a really, really big crate. Move that to the warehouse. By
All right,
hand.
all right. I got you. All right, I got you. All right, go ahead and try to move the crate.
You can't. Not with your bare
But
hands.
I
Yeah.
have gravity powers.
There you go. Do you want to
Yes.
unleash a little something?
Absolutely.
Give me a little bit of a little something on unleash.
I'll show some roid rage. Oh, 13, never mind. So I manipulate the gravity of the crate so that way it looks like I'm kind of struggling, that I have to actually put in a little bit of effort to like lift it up. But I do lift it up.
As he watches you do so, there is a bit of a impressed. All right, now take that to the warehouse and crack it open for them so they can do what they need to do.
All right, you got it, boss.
And as Coriolis begins his first day of gainful employment, we're gonna hop back to Eclipse.
Superhero to warehouse worker.
The pipeline.
So, I believe we left you on the thought that you had a very stupid idea that you were getting ready to
No.
perform.
Not stupid. It's very smart, just crazy.
Okay, crazy. Let's go.
I'm going to put on the heart rate monitor. Create another portal. Reach back into it. But I'm aiming to disturb the plant so that it coils around my arm again and does its thing.
So
And what I'm hoping for is, I know pain can like cause bodily reactions like adrenaline, heart rate increase. So, yeah.
So you're putting your arm back through the portal, and you're asking me to take if you can take a powerful blow. Essentially, is what I'm
Yes.
getting.
Yes.
All right, take a powerful blow then. As how is Eclipse disturbing the plants?
Slapping it about.
All right.
Plant abuse.
All right.
Right. I'm sorry to the plant community now. Am I trying to fail or succeed?
You're trying to succeed here, actually, because taking a powerful blow, if you on a miss, you stand strong. So you're ideally aiming for a 7 to 9 rather than a 10 plus, because well, a 10 plus is very, very bad.
Okay. And I roll conditions, so 79? Close enough. No.
No?
6.
It wraps around you, but it doesn't seem to be secreting the acid. It's just got a hold of you, stopping you from slapping this plant.
Gonna pull at it. Also, a question: is that potential if it's a miss?
Not when it comes to take a powerful blow, because you want a miss on a take a powerful blow, technically.
No, I think you do take potential on.
You do?
Powerful.
Oh, my potential is normal. Yeah. Okay. It says there.
Okay.
Oh wait. I advance. Okay.
Yay!
Excellent. Another advancement. However, you are now essentially grappled by this plant.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Because it doesn't want to let your arm go. Eclipse.
Hey, I'm gonna. Maybe it's taking the heart rate monitor that does it. So I'm gonna try that. Like, pull at it and try to take the monitor. Kind of like what I did earlier.
This feels like a provoke. Why don't you give me a provoke?
Okay.
I know provoke's
Oh, we got
usually
it.
with words, but you know, this is a plant thing. Words don't necessarily mean anything.
Yeah. Oh!
Hello?
Okay.
Hi.
Hi, Corin. Welcome back. 7.
7.
Have you
So,
been?
this plant, I'm gonna say takes the bait. Take a powerful blow, if you would, please.
Come on, girl. You better seed with a 7 to 9. Okay.
It's never you'll never surrender, right?
So you either
There's
take
no-
you take 2 options from the 7 to 9 list, you lose control over yourself or your powers in a terrible way, or you're out of the scene. Obviously, one of those is probably not what you want. However, as this thing secretes acid all over your arm, it takes everything for you not to scream, or does Eclipse scream as this burns through her arm.
Yeah. I will. My opposition gets an opportunity, and I mark 2 conditions.
So I will actually count that as a scream, giving your opponent an opportunity.
Yeah. And I'll mark afraid, because I feel like I messed up my plan. And like, is my arm gonna get sizzled off? And hopeless.
Your scream echoes out over the city.
Oh shoot.
And we're going to put a pin in that to address Augury. Now, to catch Corin up a little bit, Coriolis did the whole pretending I have a pencil
I can't
and
hear a word you're saying. Give me a second.
Oh, yep.
Can you hear me now?
I sure can.
Excellent. So, to fill you in on what Coriolis has done, Coriolis did the old tactic of, I have a clipboard and a pen, I belong here. And you are now new hires for the warehouse company. Well, at least,
Good old Bavarian fire drill.
at least until HR, also known as Hospitality Resources, comes and finds out that you're not really new hires. You have been sent to one of the back warehouse so you can bring in items into the forward warehouse. Basically, Coriolis was told to go right, you were told to go left, and we're gonna pick up with Augury. As you and Coriolis were instructed to go put on some personal protective gear and directed to essentially the corresponding locker rooms. We're gonna pick up with Augury there. Very much the same as Coriolis found. There's roughly about... Actually, this one's a little bit more crowded. There's probably about 5. There's probably about 10 individuals in here. Various getting ready to go in, putting on PPE gear, and a few others getting ready to go out, taking off the PPE. Now, much like I asked Coriolis, eyes down, get in and out of here as fast as humanly possible, or are you going to make any polite chit-chat?
Augury is not going to try to make any chit chat. She's gonna do what everyone else is doing and just look like she's putting on her protective equipment to get ready for the job.
As you exit, you don't know if you got out before or after Coriolis, but you were told to go to the east side while he was told to go to the west. Just head off in that direction.
Might as well, right? If I'm supposed to be blending in.
This place definitely is some sort of storage facility. Most things are outgoing, however. They go down one specific hallway, the one that you guys came down. Boxes range in size from more personal parcels, you would say, to larger crates and palletized merch. I say merchandise just because I can't think of the other word right now. Product. As you get over further to the east, the boxes actually get somewhat smaller. And you start to see why. As the east side of the warehouse kind of opens up into rows and rows of tables as boxes are brought off of the shelf here, put onto these tables. It looks like everybody here is taking some sort of account of what's in the boxes, and then they are loaded into larger containers. The foreman of the area kind of looks over and goes, can I help you? I don't recognize you here.
Augury just kind of goes, I'm a new hire. This is my first day.
What's your name?
We didn't go.
I made up my own name. I'm Zebulon Vermilion.
Augury is gonna try and just pull something out from her head somewhere. It's gonna be.
Don't got a name? Or, sorry, went really quiet.
No. Durkon is the name that Augury is giving.
Oh, Durkon.
Okay, we
didn't hear that.
Yeah, we didn't hear that. That's an unusual name. You know what? So I didn't realize that they were hiring for our area. Okay, whatever. We're backed up anyways. Grab a box from one of the shelves, open it, make sure nothing's chipped, broken, load it back up, and then get on to the next box. Don't remove your gloves. I know it's hard to open the boxes with your gloves on, but I mean, I'd like to keep that going up, and they point up at a sign that you're assuming, just because of everything they're just saying, this is the how many days since we last had an accident sign.
Do I recognize the number system at all?
No.
I'm assuming I can't read any of this either.
No.
That might make doing this job a little bit harder.
It's okay. They don't pay us to read. Apparently they don't pay us at all.
Okay. Well, anyway, Augury is just going to be like, you got it, boss. And she's going to go over to the shelves and start attempting to do the work. And she's going to, I don't know, try to make some pattern association based on what her fellows nearby are logging. To be like, this series of characters means this thing. Like, she obviously can't decipher a language instantly because I don't think that's in Augury's power set, but she can try.
So as you open the first box, Augury, you're painfully aware of what you're staring at. At least this box contains at least 4 to 5 crystals. They're less colorful and less, well, quartzing with electricity than you're used to seeing them. But there's not a doubt in your head that they're not the same thing.
Crystals from the world beyond the wall.
Yes.
And they're putting these things in shipment boxes? For what?